हेलो बंटर लोग, वेलकम टू डेटा टू इन्फो। बोले तो पावर BI की सीरीज में आपका स्वागत है। आज अपन एक और प्रोजेक्ट देख रहे हैं। दिस इज अ डैशबोर्ड प्रोजेक्ट, ऑलराइट। सो इन टुडेज वीडियो वी विल सी टू डैशबोर्ड्स। In the same project we will create the two dashboards, and we will try to apply the navigation between these two dashboards as well. Okay, in this project we will try to do something new than the earlier projects we did. Okay, so let's get started. Before going forward, this is our website, data2infolabs.com. Don't forget to visit it. Okay, I have already written an article that we are going to see today. Okay, so this is the dashboard that we are about to see today, and I have written whole article on this. Go ahead and check the flow, all the architecture if you need. Let's come to the Power BI desktop, where we're gonna create those dashboards. Alright, what are the requirements to create it? By the way, first of all, what are the requirements on which data set we are gonna create it? We have to see those, right? So the data set I'm gonna use today is call center data set. Alright, there is one company which manages calls of the customers. So they kept their data sets, they collected some data from the customers, and they want it to visualize using some dashboards. Alright, they want their data to visualize on dashboards. So how to do it? Let's say we have some client, XYZ client. They send us their documents. Which document? First of all, let me go to my article and show you the flows. See, these are the flows we're gonna perform. Like, first of all, see the architecture. This is the architecture diagram. If you can't see it, just zoom it out. We have our data on SQL Server. We will bring it back to Power BI desktop. Okay, from Power BI desktop we will create the dashboard. As simple as that. Alright, our client has sent us BRD or FRD documents where all the requirements they mentioned already. So I will tell you about the BRD documents. Okay, this is the BRD documents. In our earlier projects, we saw what is the BRD and FRD documents are. Okay, these are some business requirement documents which client usually send to you, and you have to read it and understand it, and accordingly you have to make your reports and dashboards, right? So in today's video, we are going to make the dashboards according to these requirements only. So there are two dashboards they ask specifically to mention over here. Dashboard number one, they want this as a home, and they have some requirements. Okay, some charts also they ask specifically, and then they asked us to create the dashboard number two, which they called like the grid one. So, okay, so we will create these two as well. So go ahead and read this in detail. I won't waste time to show you what are the requirements. I will provide the link of this all documents in the description down below. Alright, so don't worry about it. They want to track the calls of the customers and visualize it using the dashboard visuals. So we will help them to do that. Alright, so this is our Power BI desktop. What we will do, we will go ahead and bring some data into the Power BI desktop first. So go to the get data. We have our data on SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server. So go ahead and click and select the Microsoft SQL Server option. Okay. It will ask you for server name and database name. Alright. So let me show you the Microsoft SQL Server. This is the Microsoft SQL Server. I have there one database. Okay. In the database, I have some table, center call table. Let me show you the data. Okay. Connect to the server. Okay. Sorry. I have to use first inside which I think I have this one. Yeah. So as you can see, I have this data over here. So this data shows something like, if you can't see the data over here, let me show you in the Excel file. See, I have some ID of the customers. Alright, some timestamp, In the timestamp, I have the dates. Okay, which department these calls are made, right? The channel name, the city name, the customer name, the reason for the call, the billing question or service outrage or payments related stuff. What is the reason, right? What is the response time? The response time comes in the SLA. SLA is like the agreement rule or something, So if the call respond happen within SLA, means the customer are satisfied, or the above SLA, the customer are satisfied, but the below SLA, the customer are not satisfied. You can understand it like that. What is the sentiment? The sentiment of the customer you have to show using visual. The customer, the client asks us to show the sentiment as well. So there are 2 or 3 kind of sentiment, the neutral one, the positive one, the negative one, right? So the sentiment, right? Mostly, the data engineer people work on the sentiment analysis and all those stuff. So we will see in the future 1 or 2 projects on sentiment analysis as well. Don't worry about that. Then there is a state column as well, the call duration, how much time the customer took to get the result satisfaction. Then there is a CSAT score, that is customer satisfaction score. As you can see, there are some fields are missing, so don't worry about it. So I don't think we are going to use this column anyway. So these are the data set. I will provide the data set in the description down below, no problem. So I have to provide the SQL server database server name. So I have the server name. What is the server name? If you provide the database name, that's fine. If you don't provide the database name, it will give you the list of all database. Now there are 2 modes they are mentioned. Which modes? Data connectivity modes. Import mode or direct query mode. Now what is the difference between import mode or direct query mode? I have already written an article on our website, so you can go ahead and check it out. It's called storage modes in data Power BI. Alright. Normally, when we get the data into Power BI desktop, we use import mode for text file, for CSV file, for Excel file. We use import mode. What is the difference between import and direct query then? Import mode, how it happens is that, let me tell you using a chart or something. Let me draw something for you. Okay. Let me draw something for you. Let's say this is Power BI. Power BI. And this is your source or database. This is your database from which you are getting your data. Okay. So if you use the, what we can say, import mode, if you use the import mode, what happens? Power BI copies the data from database. It makes the copy of the data. What it does? It makes the copy of the data and keep this copy in the model. It keeps this copy into the Power BI model. Alright. So in that way, what happens? Whatever visuals you create, you can create it very fast. So transaction happens very fast in the import mode. This is the import mode. It creates the copy and keeps the copy into the model. But in terms of direct query, it doesn't create the copy. Instead, it creates the schema. Okay. It keeps the schema. So what happens to the schema? The schema means it has its all structure of the database. What are the columns, column names, rows, records. All this information are reside inside the schema. So it makes the direct connection, by the way. In direct query, it makes the direct connection. So it won't make the copy. So when you make the copy, it's fast. But when you make the direct connection, it is not fast. It is very, very slow. Let me tell you that. Then what is the advantage of using direct query? Then in terms of direct query, you get more, what we can say, data capacity. You can say data capacity. You can say you get a lot. Like you can store a large number of records in case of direct query. But in case of import mode, there are like very limitation, 1 GB or something you can get. But in case of DirectQuery, you get 10 GB or more, right? You make the direct connection in DirectQuery, and you get to store not the store, but you get to copy the schema. You get the schema instead of the whole copy. So that is the difference. So you can go ahead and read this out. I won't waste my time over that. So you can choose either of them. I will go for import mode because I have to do it fast. I will try to connect it. It will ask you for credential if you first time trying to access it. All right. For me, it won't ask, I think, because I already put my credentials. So it will ask you for a server name or whatever it is. So go ahead and put those. So in the navigator window, it is asking me to select my table. It's taking time. Okay. Inside this database, I have this table, center call table. I don't think I need any transformation on this table. But anyway, I can do the transformation if I need. Let me see. Go to the transform data. Okay, it will open the data on Power Query Editor. So this is our data. All right. It looks good to me because it is 100% valid. Go ahead, click on this view. Don't forget to select this column quality, column distribution. All right, make it checked so that you can see the distribution and all the quality of the columns, whether it is valid, error, or empty. So it seems to be good for me. Check the data types. Data types. It's good. It's good. It's also good. This is also fine. The numerical ones are also good. The last one seems to be a little invalid, but it's fine for me. I'm not going to use it anyway. So what I can do, the one I'm not going to use, I can remove it. Go to the transform. Do you have any remove column? No. Go to the home then. Do you have any remove column? Yes, I do have remove column. The one I selected, we just remove it. Now I don't need that column, right? So I did a little transformation. I have the name of the table as center_call. It's fine for me. Go ahead and give some descriptive names to the applied steps. Which column you have removed column. I will rename it and give some descriptive names. Removed columns. CSAT. So that your other colleagues or team members will understand what you did. It seems to be fine for me. I will go ahead and close and apply to the Power BI desktop. So it will just load our data, whatever changes we made earlier. Okay, after this, what is the next step? We saw BRD document, we saw data gathering. Okay, we did from SQL Server database. We cleaned the data. What we have to do? We have to do some modeling, but for modeling, we want multiple tables, but we have only one table. In our case, we don't have multiple tables. If we had multiple tables, what we had done is that the fact table and dimensional tables, the situation we did earlier as well. The fact table and dimensional table, jumbo. But we don't have that many tables. We have only one table. But in that table, we have date column, the timestamp, right? So it is always a good practice to create a new date table or calculate, what we can say, the calendar table, we call it generally, or in some organization, they call it some master date table. I think there is some network issue with my data. Let me see what I did. Okay, So I think the issue has resolved. So this is our data. This is our data that we imported. So let me tell you one more thing before I forget. So I told you about the import mode and the direct query mode, right? So in the import mode, on the left hand side, you will see these two menus: report view, table view, and model view. But in the direct query mode, you won't see this table view. Why? Because we are not storing anything to the model. If we are not storing anything to the model, why do we need this table view, right? So the table view won't be visible. That's what I wanted to say. Apart from that, what is the next step? As I told you, we need a separate date master table. Apart from this table, this one table, center call table, we need a date master table so that we can use time intelligence functions and navigate through the data or filter through the data properly. Alright, let's do that. Go to the table view. This is our table. Alright, this is our old table. Create a new table. Click on new table. We will create a new table called date master table. Alright. So I will just increase its font a little. As you can see, it's visible. To the name date master. Table name is date master. What next? You can use the calendar function. Use calendar function. Inside the calendar function, you have to give like the two parameters, the first and the last date, right? So what I will do, I will access the date timestamp column. We have the timestamp column, right? We will access that from our center call table. So I want the minimum of it and the maximum of it, alright? So let's say the minimum of it from timestamp, calls timestamp from center call, right? This is our first argument, and the next one will be the same, but this time the max. I want the maximum one. So I think this is fine. So just commit this one, and you will create a table called date master, in which you will have a column, date column. Alright. So from this date column, you can extract the dates like year, month, day, week number, day number, and all those stuff. Alright. So let me create a new column inside it, a new column inside this date master table, and let me extract the day, particular day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those days from this date. So what I will give the name of this column, day column. I want the day, right? So I have to format it first. If you want to get and extract the day, you have to format it using day, right? It will be date column. It is date column, comma, in double quotes, I will give date 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 4. What will happen? You will get, just commit it. You will get this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But I don't want the full name. I just want its short name. So I will remove 1D and commit it again. I will get like this. It's fine, right? It looks good. Great. What next? I also need some weekday numbers, So the Sunday is 1, Monday is 2, Tuesday is 3, likewise. But I'll add that later on, as I told you about the visuals. Alright. So we have these two tables. Now let's make the relationship between these two tables and complete the modeling part. Go to the model view. We have these two tables. And we have the common column. Which column? Calls, timestamp, and date. These are the common columns. Make the relationship between these two columns. Just drag it. Other way around. Also possible. So this is the one-to-many relationship. Which relationship? One-to-many. You can go ahead and check the properties. No problem. So we made the modeling part as well. So we completed the modeling part. What next? We have to create the mockup preparation. You know the mockup preparation, how important it is. before start to create the report or the dashboard, we have to create the mockup so that we will eliminate any chance of getting errors or doing some mistakes, before handing your dashboard to the client, right? So let's create a mockup. I just want what I want. Go to the report view. I can just visualize it. Okay, so I won't waste my time to create the perfect mockup, but I will tell you. I just want a title over here, filter over here, maybe a logo, for our, call center company logo, Then I have to create two dashboards. All right. So some visuals on first dashboard, some grid value on some other dashboards, right? So I have to create those. All right. So I have, I think, one mockup, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, this is my mockup. How is it? See, don't blame me. It's not a perfect mockup, but for me, it's perfect. So this is the title one. This is the logo. I will put over here in the corner. The filters I will put on the left hand side. Always see the filters or the slicers. I will advise you or recommend you to put on the left hand side or either on the top. Okay, not on the right hand side. Okay, either on the left hand side or on the top. And these are the visuals. These are the cards I will put. These are the donut chart. The donut chart or the pie chart, which look like mendu vada. And these are some bar charts, column charts I will put. I will make use of pre-map and map as well. Okay. So this is what our client as well asked us to create in the charts requirement. If you go ahead and read this, this specifically asks what chart to use. All right. So this is very easy for us. All right. So we have to create what we have to create. First of all, we have to create some KPIs. Okay. The total number of calls we have to calculate using measure. We have to calculate total number of calls, duration in hours and in minutes as well. Also, we have to calculate the call duration average in minutes as well and response time in percentage. So let's create these few measures first. We have to do some DAX calculation for it, right? As you can imagine, we have to do some DAX calculations. Let's go and create a measure first. For what? The total calls. We have to find the count of the total calls, right? So let me just increase the size of it. I will say, what is the total calls, Nan? Is the total calls? Use the count function. Use the count function. In the count, you the ID. ID is a primary key, ID is a primary key. It's unique. It's 100% unique as we saw. And it will have all the customers. So just commit it and you will get count of all the customers. Right? If you get the count of all the customers. If you want to see the count, I will show you the count. I will show you the counts. Don't doubt me. Where is the count? See, more than 33,000 counts are there. Very good. All right. Very good. What next? Create another visual. Another measure for what? Total calls duration in hours and total call duration in minutes. Okay. I will create it. Create a new measure. In this measure, say total on duration. I want this duration in what? First, I will create for minutes. First, I will create for minutes, right? So I have to make the sum of all the durations. We have one. I think we have one column called call duration in minutes. So we will just sum this column. We will just sum this column. In minutes. This minutes wala column. Alright. Any confusion? No. Then commit it. Just commit this. Alright. So two measures are created. Create another measure for total call duration in hours. घंटे के हिसाब से भी निकालना पड़ेगा ना, समझे? Total call duration in hours. Okay. How to do this? We just have to divide the total call duration in minutes by 60. This is how you convert the minutes into hours. So take the total call duration that we created in minutes and just divide it by 60. As simple as that. What next? We also have to calculate, according to BID document, we also have to calculate average call duration in minutes, right? So let's go and do that as well. Create a new measure. We want average call duration in minutes. You want average call duration in minutes. You can write a very brute force approach as well, or you can use built-in function called average. We saw what is average X, and all those things in our series of Boleto Power BI. If you didn't check it out, I don't know what to say. So center, we have to find the in minutes, this one. Center call duration in minutes, right? So it will give me the average of it. As simple as that. One more thing they asked us, I think that is the response time, right? Yeah, the response time, but in the percentage. I have to find the response time in the percentage. So I will create the response time. I will create a new measure for it. And I will try to calculate the response time. Now, how to calculate the response time? Now see. Let me tell you in the data set, the response time. We have three kinds of response over here. Within SLA, above SLA, and below SLA. The below SLA does not consider, we should not count the below SLA. The response times will consider within SLA or above SLA. So the agreement level के अंदर होना चाहिए. That's what it means. So let's create the response time. Response time. I want it in the percentage format. Alright, so I will convert it into the percentage format. Calculate. In the calculate, they want one expression and the condition. What is the expression? I want to apply this on total calls. Total calls, comma. What next? Total calls, and then just, if it is in within SLA or above SLA, right? The response time, center ka response time, where is the response time? So the response time is equal to, which is case sensitive by the way, within SLA or ka symbol is the pipe symbol, or copy the same damn thing, and come down over here, paste it, right, above SLA. If it is like this, then what we can do? We can just divide it, I think. Yeah, we can just divide it by total calls. You can just divide it by total calls. It will give us the percent value. No, not the percent value. We have to convert that value to the percent. Alright. So we just we just commit this one, and I will just try to show it on the table view. Alright. The response time, where the hell is response time, man? Okay, no, sorry, it won't show over here, So the response time thing, I can just convert it into the percentage using this one, So I will click on this percent and it will be percentage value. I think it will be percentage value. If it's not, I will look at it later on. No problem. So what we did so far, we did the modeling, we did the mockup, we did the DAX calculations. Now let's make or put these DAX calculations into the visuals format. All right. First of all, let me create some title or anything. Go ahead to the insert. I have the shape. Take the rectangle shapes. Put this rectangle shape over here like this. This looks fine. This looks fine to me. Select it, copy it, paste it over here. Take this next one over here. Like this. I want this to be over here. This looks good, right? This looks good. Okay. So get the text box. Get the damn text box. Where the heck is that text? Okay. This is the whole text box, huh? Alright. Okay. So before this text box, what I will do, now I will just try to, change the canvas size to type into, not the type, the vertical alignment. I will try to make it the middle because it seems to be fine. And the time custom I can change accordingly if I try to put the visuals. So it's okay for me, no problem. Go for text box. Go for text box. Where the heck is text box? Okay, here it is. Give the name. What is the name? All center dashboard. It is call center dashboard. Alright. Hyphen. There is something like I have to create two dashboards, right? This is first one home and second one is grid. Okay, so let me just increase the size altogether. Do some changes, necessary changes. Okay, this is fine. What next? Then just put it over here. Increase it a little. And increase that one a little. Alright. This seems to be fine. Create the middle one. Yeah. Go for middle. The font size is SEGU UI is fine for me. What next? I can go ahead and format it a little font here. The effects I want to give, the background color I want to give is something of okay, this size. Remember the heads value. Okay, remember the heads value. The background color is this. Then I want to give the background color to this as well. I will give it that later, I think. So I have to just first give the text color. The text color to this is supposed to be white. Alright. Text color supposed to be white. And I think I should increase this all the way so that I won't touch it again and again. Like this. Yeah. This looks good. I have to change the background color of it again. I think it does not look that good. What about this one? I'm very bad with the colors, guys. Okay, this seems to be good. This seems to be good to me. Alright. No. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. So the same thing I will try to apply it over here. Same thing I will try to apply it over here. Go to the effect. I think that background does not uh, work there. Okay, sorry. Fill the color with this background. Correct. Now it looks good. Now it looks good. Okay, so let's take one visual. I want the visual. Let's say we have this new card visual in the latest versions. So take this new card visual. All right. Try to adjust this new card visual like this. Over here, whatever you want. And then what you can do, just put the values those we created. We created the total calls, right? So put the total calls over there, right? We created the call duration in minutes, call duration in minutes, call duration in hours. We created call duration in hours. What next? We created this response time and average calls, right? Created the average calls in minutes, put the average calls in minutes. The response time as well that we created, I want to put it over there, you know. So these 4 to 5 things I want to put it over there. Now let's do some formatting for this. Little fast formatting. What we can do, the shapes to be rectangle, it's fine for me. What about the layout is fine for me. Single row is fine for me. Between cards, yeah, I can just reduce the gap. Now this gap is fine. Call out values for all the series, for all it is again fine. The alignment, horizontal alignment, I want it to be middle. All right, I want it to be middle. The colors, let it make it bold, a little bit less. Font size so should be a little bit less, like this. I think 35 is fine. 35 is fine for me. Then what? The font is supposed to be Segao UI. Okay, let's make the font 30, man. It's actually very big, you know. Okay, unit is fine. Label we displayed. Heading 4 we gave it to the bold. 11 is fine, and the color of this should be black. Is there any black? Yeah. Transparency is also good. Position is also good. What next? I can change the background of it. You know, the background, the cards can be changed from here. See the backgrounds. The background of the cards can be changed, and I want the card to be look something like this. It looks good. It looks good. All right. What next? The image. If you want to fit the image inside it, I have some images. You can just access the images in the description down below. All right. I have those images. I will try to put it over here one by one. Okay. So what I will do now, first I have to select on which I want to put the image and where I want to put the image, you know. So I want it to be a normal fit, but I want it to be normal fit for total calls. For total calls, let's say the image will go to total number of calls, telephone calls, you know, this one. See, normal fit. I'll just say fit the image. I will just that'll do. I think the total calls should not be like that, but if I go for the normal one, I have to adjust. There should be some size option, man. There should be some size option. I think don't use the cards image. Just go to the image option then. That is better for me. I think that is better for me. What I'll do, I'll go to the image option. We have the image option. Go to the image option. Turn on the images. You know, I want the images to be fit position on above text, and first try with the total calls. First try with total calls. Go with the total call visual, and this is the total call visual. I have to just adjust it using the size. I think the size should be 30 pixel. Yeah, it seems to be good. Now I think I have to increase this as well a little to show the cards visual properly. This is fine. What next? Select total calls हो गया. Then minutes, call duration in minutes. Select another call duration in minutes. This one is for minutes. This one is for minutes. Put the size 30. Alright. Then select for hour, call duration hour. This one is for hour. And the size is for 30. Similarly, we have to do it for all, like, so average duration, which image I should put for average duration. I think average duration is also no problem. This one seems to be good for me. You can put the relevant images, guys, so I am putting this randomly, so don't do this like this. Response time. What is the response time? We have response time as well. For response time, go ahead and take the response. Alright then. Response wala bhi, I think, fit over. Then what next I have to do is that, let's scroll it down. I have to put some cards, accent bars as well. So background is there, okay, border is there, the accent bar. Make sure the accent bar is on, okay. The accent bar is on. I want to put accent bar on the left hand side. Okay. Make the color changes to something, this one. Okay. Width is 2 is fine. Okay. So accent bar on the left hand side of all. Series is all. Alright. What next? I just want to, change the, okay. Select the total calls. Column, I mean the measure from right hand side. Alright. And just decimal places. I want to increase one decimal place for total calls. At least one. Okay. Good. Total call duration minutes. I also want to increase it for one decimal places. At least one. Okay, good. Then the response time. I have to convert this response time 0.75 to percentile. So select this response time percentile and click this percent symbol. It will convert this into percentile. Very good. What next? I have to put the divider, go to the insert, take this shape, take this line and bring this shape on the top. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. So it will divide the card visual with the other visuals. Alright. According to the BRD document, they want us to create some charts. Okay. Of column chart, map chart, tree chart, donut chart, bar chart. Okay. For first, they want total call by day in column charts. Alright. Take the column chart then. Take the column chart and just bring it over here. Total calls they want, right? Total calls by day. It seems to be like this. Alright. Just bring it over here. But now, if you can see, it's not in the order. You see the bars are not in the order. Means the x-axis, if you see the x-axis, it's Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Saturday, Monday, Sunday. It's not in the order. I want Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday likewise, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday likewise, but in order. So what I'm supposed to do? In my date master table, I have to pass some orders to the day column. For the day column, I have to pass some orders like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then accordingly that order, I can sort it. Right? So let's do that. Let's go to the table view. Let's go to the table view, date master table. I have this date master table. What I will do, I'll create another measure. I will name it as week order. I'll name week order because I have put the order. Use the function weekday. Inside weekday, I have to put a date and date master. The thing date master of date. So it's not happening. Why it is not happening? Other date format. No. The weekday is there. Then date master date. It's supposed to be right. No. Okay. Sorry. I took the major. It's not supposed to be major. It's supposed to be a column. I'm so sorry, guys. Because it's a table, So I have to store it. Take the new column inside date master table, not the measure. Week order. Weekday. Inside weekday, take the date. Date master date. Alright. Comma. Not comma. Why I'm putting comma over there? Anyway, so after dot as well, you can put it like if you want to sort it for the day or something, but it's not for this one. Anyway, hit commit. You will find an order to it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, likewise. So let's go to the report, and what I will do, select the visual, or do one thing, select the day column, and on right hand side, select the day column, and then on top in column tools, you will find sort by column, week order. So that we created, right? So it will sort it according to the week order. Alright. Now what I have to do, I have to sort it using here as well with the day. Now see, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, it's in descending order, I think. So I have to put it in ascending as well. See, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Likewise. Right? First sort it on top, then sort it on the visual as well, if needed. Right? So accordingly, you can sort the visuals. Now let me just put it over here. Likewise, it seems to be good. Let me sort it a little. Not the sort, just to format it a little. X-axis seems to be good. 11, put 11. Bold. It should be black. Title, I have the title. It should be bold. UI, save UI. What next? Layout, I don't want the layout. Y-axis, what about the Y-axis? Y-axis values, I want it to be 11. Bold. Color also black. Units are fine to me. Title, bold, black. Alright. No legends. I don't want any legends over there. Now what else? Labels. Yes, I want the data labels. Series on horizontal only or vertical, or it's fine. Position, auto, no, not auto. Keep it outside. Keep it outside. Okay. Then what? Title. No, not title. Values should be bold, a little big, if possible. Yeah. Then it should be black again. Details, background, layout, no. The background, I think it's fine. Go to the general. In the general, you will find the backgrounds for this effect. Put the background, some light background I want, very light. Alright. This is fine for me. Right, this is fine for me. I will copy this one. This hex number I will copy. And what is border? I want the border as well. Border black. Round it with the 4 pixel. What else? Yeah, everything seems to be good. Again, one thing. Title. I want it into the middle. Title. I want it in the middle. Make it bold. Total sales by day. Yeah. Now the one visual is ready. Right. The one visual is ready. What next? They asked. Field map. Calls by state. Total calls by state. They want to use the map. Field map. Alright. We will use the map. Adjust it a little. Total calls they want by state. They want to show it total calls by state. Very good. America. Alright. You can use the the not only field map, the shade map as well. Okay, the shade map as well. What next? Next they ask about the tree map as well. Top reason for calls. Okay, top reasons they want to show for calls. Alright, I will use the tree map. This is the tree map. I put it over here. Okay. First, I want the tree map to look like tree map first. Tree map, total calls by, what was that? Sorry. Top reasons for calls. Sorry. Top reasons for calls. So, whatever the calls are there, I want it to show the top reasons. See, directly it will show the top reasons. No problem. Otherwise, you can go ahead and filter it from here as well for this visual. You can put the top N as well and filter it. But by default, it made it for me. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Alright, what next? Donut chart for total calls by channel. Alright, donut chart. Where is the donut chart, man? Here is donut chart. Put it over here. Total calls by channel. They want to show it by channel. Okay. Let me just format build it from here to here. Same thing. Okay. From here to again for this one as well. And from here again to this one. Alright. For donut chart, I don't want the legends, so I just have to go off the legends. Or maybe I can provide the legends on top position, center top. Likewise I can provide the legends. And what next? The slicers looks good to me. The labels also looks good to me. Percentile also I wanted to show. Yeah, everything looks good, man. Yeah. The text on the hair, I can make it bold, a little bold. Legend text. Alright. Okay, what next? Column chart, they want total calls by sentiment. So sentiment also they want to show. They want to show the sentiment for total calls. Okay, the sentiments are here. I will just format build it as well. Very quickly. It will adjust accordingly. Very good. What next? They asked create a bar chart, total calls by call center. Okay. Create the bar chart then. Create the bar chart, total calls by call center. Call center means call center city and the city are different things. Okay. So call center city we will choose. Again, format vector. and that's it. So I just have to just adjust it a little, okay, so that everything can be seen properly. Already it looks good. If further enhancement needed, I will do that later. No problem. So let's add some filters and navigation buttons on the left hand side as well. All right. What I will do, I will just add some filters like the slicers I will add. All right. Use the slicers. Sorry, I clicked something else, I think. Yeah, over here, I want the slicer. Yeah, I want the slicer over here. So what I can put over here, I can put the date. Right? So I don't want the slider. I can just change it from slider to style drop down. I think the drop down is fine. Right? I can change between the slider value, slider header, the general setting. I just want to create it for the normal one, I think, actually. So the slider I can remove, actually. The slider I can remove. I can just put it the normal way, this one. And likewise, this looks good to me. Just put it over here, somewhere here. Just change the colors and all. Values 11, 10, bold. Alright. Font should be white, I think. If the font is white, the background should be something different. The font is white, background should be something different. Yep, that's fine. What about the background of the whole thing? The background of whole is should be something like this. Yep, this is good for me. Let me just adjust it a little. Okay. What about the date, the header date? Okay. The title, I can put the title, actually. I can put the title date. But let's put the title date and bring it at the horizontal alignment center. Little bit bold. So People know it's a date. You can just select the date over here. Very good. What next? I can just copy this one, I think, and paste it. I'll just copy this one, and instead of date, what I can do, instead of date, I can put the filter for city and channel as well. Okay, so just make this one again. Make this one again drop down. Alright, and values as bold. See, you can see now everything. This is city, right? So I have to change the title to city. And just copy this city, paste it again, or channel. Channel. Right? I put the channel over here. Instead of city, let's put the channels. Alright, I just have to move it little bit up so that it looks good. This filters looks good to me. Okay, so these filters get overlapped on some other things, other elements. So what to do in that case? Just click the filters, go to format, and I think bring forward. Okay, bring front. Please, okay. Do same for everything. Bring front. So it won't go anywhere. Alright. Alright, what next? I can just add some logo as well. I have some logos, so I will add those logos. Go to the insert, go to the image. Go to the image. Do we have some logos, man? Yes, I have these headphone logos. So I will try to add that headphone logo over here. Come on, buddy. Yeah, it looks good. Over here. I will also try to add some, what we can say. Just bring it over here. I want to add some text, some text box. Write some company name like Data to Info Labs, VPI Labs. DTI Labs is fine. Check it, bold it, make it black or white, make it white. Alright, and its properties or the effect background is supposed to be something different. Likewise, yep, it looks good to me. Now try to put it over here, all the way over here. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. What next? What I can do now? I have to create another, I have to create, wait a minute. Yeah, I have to create another dashboard, So for that, I just duplicate this one. Okay, what I will do, I will just duplicate this one. Just first make this as home dashboard. Alright, I duplicate this one, right click, make duplicate. The same dashboard, I will duplicate it. Make the second dashboard name as grid. Okay, so according to grid, this is second page. According to grid, what they want, see, They want grid view, display tables of all call details in Power BI. We should allow users to export the grid for various filters applied. All right. We will do the same thing. What we can do, we can just delete these visuals and take the table instead. What we can do, instead of these visuals, we will take tables. All right then. Let's take the table visual. All right. Inside table, take all the important things you think you feel like it's worth showing, because our client not specifically asked which fields to take, which columns to take. So according to your best understanding, you can take it. No problem. Let's say I just want customer names to show. Okay. But let's say not the customer names. It will be not good. Customer ID. Let's say I want to show customer ID. Okay. Let me increase the view as well. Go to the views. I want to increase the text of it. Customize current theme. Go to the text. Increase the text for a little bit, like 15. 15 is fine for me. Text 50. Yeah, it's fine. After that, I just want, which state they are from. I also want to show some sentiment. I also want to show some average call duration in minutes. Average call duration. And some channel names. Some channels. Channels should be fine. So I think I should keep this channel just after the state name. Right? Okay. If anything else I can put in, I think in minutes, in hours, yeah. Total call duration in hours also I can put in, but it's fine. I think the response time I can put in. Response time. Okay. So this all data I have put it in over here. Just remove this total one. How to remove that? Go to the format. Now start formatting. Style default is there. It's fine, or minimal you can put, or something else. Okay, contrast altering rows. I want this one. This one looks good. What is the grid? Grid horizontal is fine. Values also looks good, man. Values looks good. Total. See, these totals I want to make it off. I don't want to show totals. Alright. What next? I think everything is fine. According to me, at least, everything is fine. Alright. Image, I don't want to put any image or anything. Go ahead and you can put the image as well, if you want. Every cell you can do the what we can say, conditional formatting as well, according to font, background color, icons. Go ahead and do that. What next you can do? Let's do the conditional formatting for sentiment analysis, if that possible. I think sentiment analysis, for sentiment we can put icons over there. Right? The value is what is the value? If value is negative, then put something which is this icon, this cross icon. Is it fine? Or the down arrow. The down arrow is fine, I think. For negative, the down arrow. And where is the down arrow, man? Okay. This is. Then there is some very positive. If the value is very positive, and you can put the up value, the up grow up icon. All right. If the value is, again, there is something, neutral. If the value is neutral, if the value is neutral, put the circle. Circle is fine for me. So I'm just showing you how to do that, So hit OK. Yeah, it is showing over here. According to the positive, very positive. For positive, I didn't do anything actually, but you can show the icons likewise. All right. What next? Now I just want to navigate between from home page to grid page, home dashboard to grid dashboard. So on the grid dashboard, I just have to change the name over here. Let's change this name to Hitman. All right, very good. This one's supposed to be in the middle here. Yeah. What next? Go ahead and in the insert, I think in the insert, go to the buttons, go to the navigator, page navigator. Find the page navigator, select the page navigator, and whatever pages you have with you, it will create the navigation for you, navigation buttons for you, right? So I have 2 pages, so it automatically creates home and grid buttons for me. All right. So what I'll do, I will just try to adjust it one after the other because I don't have the space. So what I'll do, go to the style or shape, rectangle is fine, style, default, sorry, pages, grid layout, horizontal, vertical. Okay, put it vertical. Yeah, so vertical is fine for me. Go to the grid layout, put it vertical, and just keep it over here, somewhere here. So this will act like a menu, After clicking this menu, you can just navigate from here to there very easily. So this is fine for me. What next? Just click on any one of it. Just first click the control button and click the grid. So you will go to the grid. Right? Yeah. Similarly, I have to copy that over here. So go to the home first. Select it. Copy it up to the grid. And control V. It will be at that place only. Alright, automatically it finds the space, place. Alright, after that I can just put the text box. I can put like, okay, not this text box. I can take this one only. This text box. Control C, Control V. Right. Say copy and say paste. And now bring it down over here. Adjust it a little. Change the value to menu. I just want to create a menu. Yes, sir. Better. Yep, it's fine. Now this is the menu. For this one, I think we haven't created any borders. Create the borders. The borders should look like a glowy thing. Alright. Put the border rounded corner. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So I think everything is pretty good for me, according to me. If you need any enhancement, you can go ahead and make those. So this is how you can make advanced dashboards, according to the BRD documents. What next you can do? I think if anything is remained, you can export the grid as well. As I told you, you can go to the grid visual, click export data. You will export it into the CSV file. All the data you selected or filtered, that filtered data will be exported into the CSV file. See, this data will be exported into the CSV file. So this is how you can do this. Let me know how you like this small project of creating the dashboards. All right. Hit that like button. Also do subscribe and comment down below and let me know how you are doing. Until then, peace out.
ये लो खाओ और अपने बच्चों को भी खिलाओ ताकि वो हरी भरी पोटी करे।
है गाड़ी मेरी टू सीटर, उसमें लगा है 1 हीटर, चलाता है उसको पीटर, स्पीड का टूट गया मीटर। है गाड़ी मेरी चलती जाए, किसी के भी हाथ ना आए, सिग्नल मुझको नजर ना आए, जो भी देखे देखता जाए।